What's today, Deborah?
Today is our 32nd anniversary.
Wedding anniversary, yeah. Been together 38
years, or nearly 38 years.
Married 37 years. Yeah.
32 years.
32 years, yeah.
He's had
I've had
one more glass than me.
A little bit too much Prosecco. I did liken it to Nelson Mandela's incarceration, just on the length of time, which didn't go down too well. Deb took it the wrong way. I didn't mean I feel like I've been incarcerated. She knew what I meant. So still in lockdown. So
yes, we are still in lockdown.
Yeah,
so we're actually having a cockney dinner.
A cockney
dinner. Good. We're having pie mash and liquor.
Yeah. So I was going to say homemade mash.
Yeah.
Yeah. Homemade liquor and pre-bought pucker pies.
Yeah. I didn't want to make pies, so yeah. Looking forward to it.
So, if you was trying to explain to somebody who didn't know what pie mash and liquor was, how would you explain that? Should have planned this one.
Yeah, years ago, it was a
in a land far, far away.
It was just supposedly, I don't know if it was a poor man's dinner or not. I don't know.
It was
the
fast food of the day in London.
It was, and there were shops specifically like pie and mash shops, and they used to do jelly deals, stew deals, as well. And the actual liquor was always made from the eel stock, that they cooked the actual eels in, and yeah, you went and had a bath in the local baths, which I did, and then you went next door and had pie mash and liquor, and yeah, it was a day out.
I remember when we first started seeing each other, Deb took me round, was it Fulham? Yeah, and take me in this pie and mash shop where they served me, I mean, I love pie and I love mash, but I like it with gravy, or I did back then. And they put this green stuff on that you had to then put vinegar and pepper on. I was a little bit disappointed, but I've got a taste for it now.
It's lovely, yeah. And there's an awful lot of people. I mean, I think it's a dying thing now. There's still a few left, I think, in London. So if ever you are in London,
try and find an old traditional pie and mash.
I know there's one in Greenwich that we tried when we was in Greenwich, but yeah, you need to try it. It's lovely.
Yeah, and I'll catch some footage of Deb knocking up her homemade liquor. Right, so what basically goes into your liquor?
Right, my liquor: corn flour, butter, a little bit of garlic, fish stock, because we haven't got eel stock, but you can use chicken stock or vegetable stock, it's up to you, and some fresh chopped lots of parsley.
And what's the butter and the flour for?
Well, you make like a roux sauce, but it's not, it's like it is a roux sauce to a certain degree, but maybe corn flour rather than flour, and it just thickens it. So we're melting the butter and a little bit of garlic.
To that, Debbie?
Yes, I am. Do I look like I do?
Yes, you do. So you can imagine my confusion when that was dished up to me the first time, especially when I was told that I had to sprinkle it with vinegar, but it does work, it does work. We've got poor old Bon recovering. She's feeling a lot better now, but she's been ill for a couple of weeks. Got her shaved belly on both sides. Yeah, the shaving was due to what do they do? Liver scan, yeah. Yeah, she'd been off her food and then just started bringing her food up, couldn't keep it down. So we put her on a bland diet of chicken and rice. Then tried to introduce the food back in. She was bringing that up. So we got her into the vets. They run some bloods. She had a bit of a temperature. Her
liver functions and liver enzymes and everything to do with her liver
through the roof.
Or through the roof, yeah. She had a blood test, didn't she?
Yeah. And I think the reason I'm mentioning this, if you have a pet, please make sure you've got insurance. It's can't believe how much vet fees have gone up in the last few years. I mean she's had 2 blood tests, a urine test and a liver scan, and obviously the medications to go with those, and I think we're sitting at about £1,300 so far. Now we've got insurance up to, is it £3,000? Yeah, level of £3,000, and I think we pay the first £90, then 20% of the remainder. She's got some more tests to be done.
You don't mind?
Oh no,
the major part of it's being paid.
Yeah. So my advice to anybody, it's up to you whether you take my advice, but my advice to anybody is, if you've got pets, get them insured.
What are we up to today, Deborah?
In about 15 minutes, I'm off to Winsford St Luke's Hospice for I think it's the 9th session of chemotherapy, and after today I'll only have 3 left, so I'm on that last stretch, thank God. And Mark has made me my pack up, bless him, and a flask. I've got my blanket because it's a little bit chilly in there, and just getting ready to go.
Yeah, I still tend to struggle on a Friday, going tart mode, as Deb calls it. Just can't believe how she's dealt with all this, hasn't complained and just got on with it. I think Friday's treatment day, brings it all back. You tend to just go about your day-to-day business during the week and forget about it all, but it just sort of hits home of what is going on, what could potentially happen, and it just makes it all a bit too real. I prefer the weekdays. This is a weird one. Filming at what time?
It's actually 20 to 9 in the morning.
We have to leave in 5 minutes. Your treatment place, So I was pie and mash last night.
Oh, lush, absolutely lush. So it's all about the liquor. I mean, pie and mash is pie and mash, but it's all about the liquor. So what I want to say is use corn flour instead of flour, and then it doesn't taste so powdery. I mean, give it a try with flour if you want, but it's 50 grams of butter, 50 grams of corn flour, and you put that in the saucepan or melt the butter and then put the corn flour in and make it into a little bit of a paste, and then add your
stock.
Add your stock. Sorry, it is early. Add your stock, which is 500 mils, but I always add an extra 200 mils because otherwise it goes lumpy.
Which is 700 mils.
Yeah, stir with a little whisk or a spoon constantly until it thickens, and then add your green stuff. Parsley. Oh my days.
I think this is a classic example of what do they call it? I bet you can't remember what they call it. It's chemo fog.
Yeah, it's chemo fog. In the mornings I'm not very good. Sorry about that.
It's a little bit vacant. If there's anything I want, the mornings is the time to ask, because she'll agree to anything. So I can buy that new guitar today.
No, you can't. Okay. So you add your parsley. Oh, don't forget a little bit of garlic as well. 2 cloves of garlic, and it's done. So, and it tastes lovely. And a lot of people look at it, I suppose looking at it, it looks a bit grim, but basically it's a gravy. you know. So I use fish stock, you can use chicken stock, you can use vegetable stock, so it really is up to you. But yes, and then that poured over your pie and your mash with a little smidge of vinegar. Lovely.
Right, missus, we better shake a tail feather.
We better shake a tail feather. Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to be late. See you later.
Bye.
So we're off.
We're off.
Turn the radio off because I don't want any copyright strikes. Never done this before with the camera in the car, so haven't got a clue if it's filming or not. Yeah, this part of the journey has become a quite weird.
Yeah,
just
normal.
Yeah. Like I was saying earlier about how Fridays with me, the sort of reality hits home, but then you just fall back into. I take Deb to the hospice where she has the treatment at the moment, and drop her off just like I'm dropping her off a little part-time job. Yeah. Would be nice if I was dropping her off at a part-time job. There'd be a bit more beer money, but hey ho. Watch this space. What's today's date, Deborah?
19th.
19th, yes. So
19th of March.
I think on the 29th,
yes,
people can start visiting their boats again. So we're expecting the marina to get quite busy. A lot of people who've obviously stuck to the government guidelines and stayed away. Some who haven't, you know who you are. But hey ho, I'm not going to go there.
No, you're not.
No, I'm not. Yeah, so it's going to be nice to see a lot more new faces there.
Yeah.
Some people who've contacted us on Facebook and said they can't wait to get to their boat and that. So you feel like you already know them, although we haven't met them. Mind you, in saying that, they probably know a little bit more about us than we do about them. So yeah, looking forward to that, seeing some new faces. Now going over Nanny's Bridge. It's a little, well, you can squeeze two cars, as we found out yesterday morning or the morning before.
Wednesday.
Yeah. So you can't actually see if there's a car coming until you come over the top of the bridge. Now, I always slow down. I don't bother honking the horn. Some people go at 60 mile an hour and honk the horn, which is going to do no good if somebody else is coming over. So anyway, I come over the top of the bridge, so I'd reach the summit first, chap the other side in a, I can't remember what car it was, a little white car. His son in the back decides to call me
began with W and ended in
Yeah, with an ank in the middle.
Yeah, it was how he said it. I mean, Mark obviously didn't see him say it, but I saw him say it. It was just how he said it. He didn't look angry or anything.
So obviously I was a W ending in with an ank in the middle for reaching the top of the bridge before he did.
It was so funny.
It did wind me up a bit, the fact that Deb was laughing her bits off.
Yeah, it was funny.
Well, it was quite funny. Yeah, it's about a 13.4 minute drive to Winsford. Yeah, so that's quite nice.
Yeah, it's not a bad drive.
No.
Pretty straightforward.
Yeah, as you know, some of Deb's treatment she had to have at the Christie in Manchester, which is 50 minutes to an hour depending on traffic. Which once you start your radiotherapy, I think it could be wrong, Monday to Friday.
Every day,
and that's got to be in Manchester. So
we'll be driving all the way to Manchester every day for a 20-minute appointment.
Yeah.
But needs must.
Yes, they do, my dear. Yeah. Right, I'm going to stop waffling on and concentrate on my driving.
Right. See you later.
Yeah, see you later.
I love you.
Love you too.
Bye.
So that's Debbie dropped off. It's 1 minute past 9, so she has to be there for 9 o'clock. So us messing about this morning filming only set us back by 1 minute. Now, if today goes as well as the last 3 weeks at St Luke's Hospice, Deb will normally ring me about 12 o'clock to tell me that she'll be ready at 12:45 to come and pick her up. And nearly forgot to say massive thank you to all our existing patrons, people over on PayPal. All your support really helps, especially at this time of year with what's going on with Bonnie. And the next video I put up, you'll be able to see what some of the money gets spent on, because I'm having the boat taken out of the water and I'm doing the blacking myself. So yeah, so massive thank you to, as I said, everybody who helps support the channel. We couldn't do this without you guys. Thank you so much. So I've got my chores to do when I get back to the boat, and yeah, that's about it. So and I did mean to say this when Deb was sat next to me, so just let me negotiate this roundabout. Yes, if you enjoyed this little video, this is where Deb normally comes in, hit the like button. If you haven't already subscribed, hit the subscribe button. And if you'd like future notifications for any other videos we upload, the bell icon. Keep your comments coming. We've last week's video, we do apologise, I'm not going to go into why, but we didn't get round to answering all the comments. I'll try and catch up on them this week, but see you all next time. Bye.